Oh my gosh, friends! This is like the first official YouTube video I am making on my new camera. I got the DJI. Where can you guess? Why is it not following me? Oh, anyways, but this is the first official video I'm making on my new camera, so expect lots of videos from me, high quality, by God's grace, God willing, because I have a camera, I have the face, I have the studio, so let's get right into it. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you came from TikTok, thank you so much. My name is ahhh, for those of you who don't know me. I am, how do I describe myself? I am a content creator, a God-fearing woman, and also a businesswoman. Oh, I like the introduction. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. So, in this video, I just want to introduce myself and say thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I haven't posted in over a year, and it was literally just because I wanted to focus on building my other social media, and I just hit 10K on Instagram, and I'm on like 140K on TikTok, and I really wanted to build the other ones before I really went into YouTube. But now, I invested into the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, so I'm just like, okay, YouTube has to see me. So, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I feel like I want YouTube to kind of be like my safe space with content creation, where I'm really just me, where I'm really just showing guys what it's like to be a content creator, influencer, a Bible believing baddie, God fearing senora, and also a businesswoman. So I have a lot of plans for this year, but obviously I put them all into the Lord's hands. By His grace, I will be able to fulfill them. So I'm really excited to show you guys the ins and outs of my life. Also, yes, I live in Barcelona. This is my precious apartment, and no, you guys will not be getting an apartment tour anytime soon. Sorry. So yeah, anyways, today I was thinking and I thought that the best type of video I could start off with is basically just describing how I got fluent in Spanish and my study method that I literally invented myself that brought me to fluency in Spanish. And from being fluent in Spanish, it's basically like the best thing ever, because I've always loved languages from such a young age. Like, I come from a Nigerian family, so born and bred in Ireland, come from Nigerian background, so I'd consider myself Black, Irish, Nigerian. Guys, I'm so sorry if my hair looks hilarious. If not, like, I don't know if this is nice or hilarious. Y'all gonna have to tell me, because I don't know. So yeah, and at home, my parents spoke like Yoruba, or my mom's also Igbo, so I'd always pretend like I could speak the language with my friends and all. And then one of my best friends when I was younger was actually Russian speaking. She was from Latvia, but the Russian speaking side. So I'd always try and like learn Russian words. So now when I meet Russian people, I'm like, Привет, как дела? Хорошо. And all, and they're just like, how do you know Russian? I'm just like, don't watch that. And I also tried to learn Italian. There's a stage in my life when I told everyone I was Italian. I was like, yeah, I'm Italian, I speak Italian. And I remember I'd be trying so hard to speak Italian, but it did not work at all. So finally in secondary school, I learned Spanish, and it really was just God's calling upon my life, because the second I started learning it, I was really bad. Yeah, because I was at the back of the class and I just couldn't see, because I didn't know I needed glasses back then. I didn't have glasses, I couldn't see. And my teacher asked me a question. She's like, conjugate the verb tener for me. And I didn't know what to say. And she's like, you know, sit in the front. And that was God saying that, because that was the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey. That was the beginning of me learning how to speak Spanish. And ever since that moment, this came to me so easy. Maybe because I was afraid of the teacher and I had to sit in the front. Whatever it was, I am now here with fluency in Spanish. So I got the basis of my Spanish in secondary school. I learned it from year 1 all the way to year 5. So 5 years. So first year to sixth year. 5 years of learning Spanish in secondary school. So that was kind of the foundation level. I'd say that probably brought me to a B1 level. So the hard part is when you know the basics in Spanish and you want to get to like a B2, a C1. How do you get to that? So basically, let's call this method the 4x30. And what does that mean? So I did these 4 things every day and I spent 30 minutes on them. So my study for Spanish was 2 hours long. And you have to do it consistently. It's so funny because I shared this on my TikTok and everyone's like, girl, I'm tired. Girl, how are you doing this? I'm just like, you have to keep pushing. Laziness does not equate results. Okay, you have to keep going. So basically, my 4 things were listening, reading, speaking, grammar, and vocab. Okay, grammar and vocab in the same category. So I would start off with listening. So I spent 30 minutes watching things in Spanish. There's this guy called Sergio. He has a podcast now called Tengo un Plan, which is very important. You should listen to it if you're into business. I'm into business, so I listen to his podcast here and there. I need to listen to more podcasts nowadays though. I need to listen to more podcasts, but I'm really into business, so I listen to all of his stuff. And I just loved his journey of like being a content creator and like going into business and speaking Spanish. So I loved it. I watched it every single day. I spent about 15 minutes watching his videos, and then I went on to another guy called teaching men fashion, I think that's his name. Yeah, and he made videos about men's fashion, and I literally watch it because I don't know, I just want to know the guy's secrets. So I was watching his videos, and I watched literally like vlogs as well, whatever I could find, just in Spanish, anything, advice, Christian videos, podcasts, sermons in Spanish. I spent my 30 minutes listening, and this is so important because if you want to be able to entender a la gente cuando te está hablando, tienes que escuchar español. If you want to be able to understand people when they're speaking to you, you have to listen to Spanish. Unless you're going to be able to speak but not understand. And what's the point of speaking if you can't understand? Nothing. There's no point in that. There's no point at all. Is my hair bad? Okay. Anyways, yeah. And then after that, I would also like put on the subtitles, but I put them on for Spanish so that I'm seeing and my brain is clicking. Okay, this word, tener, that's how you pronounce it. Ostras, okay, that means geez, and so on. So it's super important that you do that every single day without fail. And I don't want to hear any I have no time. Girl, when you're driving to work, when you're going to the gym, when you're walking your dog, when you wake up in the morning, put on your Christian podcast or something, put on your sermon in the morning. Just do that straight away. It's super duper duper important. After that, I would go on to do my conjugation and grammar. So I use this app called Spanish Dictionary. I'm going to link some links in the bio so that you guys can check out some stuff that would be super helpful for you while you're learning. I use Spanish Dictionary. Oh my gosh. I need to honestly get sponsored by them because they have been my language learning bestie. I can vouch for Spanish Dictionary. It's so good. It's literally amazing. So there they have like conjugation drills where you can like practice conjugating and all. They give you a sentence and then you like write the sentence and tell the answers wrong. Guys, I would do it religiously. I would do it like 100 times and I'd always get it wrong and then I'd start getting it right. And I wouldn't even know what the tenses are called. I'll just know that, okay, this tense, this is how you put it like that, this is how you say it. And now that I've actually studied these stuff, I'm just like, okay, I did a master's by the way in Spanish translation. I'm just like, okay, so that's called the imperfect. It has that aba ending. Okay, got it. And it started clicking for me. And then I'd also do vocab as well. Going to your vocab list is so important. On Spanish Dictionary, you can actually make vocab lists. This is not sponsored by Spanish Dictionary or anything, but it helped me, so I'm just going to tell you guys how it is. There are many other apps now as well that weren't there when I was learning Spanish in the beginning, but I can also link those ones in the description. So, doing your vocab. Also, Quizlet is really helpful. I didn't know that until I started my Spanish grinds business about using Quizlet. Like, it has the vocab, it has the information, it has every single thing you need. So, use Quizlet as well. It's super good. And then after I finished doing that, I would move on to speaking. And this is the cringe part. I had to speak to myself. Yeah, I literally had to speak to myself because I had no like Spanish speaking friends really. And when I did meet people, they were too busy telling me, oh, you speak really well, rather than actually helping me. But then I actually did have a friend in Ireland that I met his sister because I actually got a job as like a Spanish interpreter in Dublin when I was like 16. I know, right? That's crazy, but I didn't last long there. That's a story time for another day. But yeah, basically, I met his sister and then I was translating for her into Spanish and English. And she's like, oh, my brother actually wants to learn English, so maybe he can help you with your Spanish and you can help him with English. I met her brother, he helped me a good bit, and then unfortunately he passed away the next year. So may he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. In Jesus' name. Amen. So yeah, and then after I started meeting a few more Spanish people because I was going to Barcelona a lot more before I moved here, and I made some Barcelona friends, and then I started speaking Spanish and everything. And I had like one friend that me and him would FaceTime like every single night. Maybe he had a crush on me, but it was never going to be him. Anyways. If you're watching this, te amo mucho. He's gonna be so confused because I worked on my Spanish, but he didn't work on his English. So hey, anyways, yeah, and that really helped me a lot speaking to him because I was getting the slang that like tío, hombre, que va, or like vale va and stuff like that. I was really getting my slang off him, so that was really helpful. Now to this day, he's like, I taught you all of that. I'm just like, okay, don't gas yourself. So that was super helpful. But even if you don't have anyone to speak to in Spanish, speak to yourself. You are your own person. I do have to speak to myself to the camera right now. Puedes grabar algo hablando español, contándote sobre tu propio día, cosas así. You can speak to yourself about your day and all that, okay? And then finally, that was the third thing, okay? And then fourth thing, I would read in Spanish. And I'm going to say read and writing, okay? So, what can you read? You can read the newspaper articles online. You can read Wattpad books. Wattpad books are kind of mid though, I'm not going to lie. Sorry. Anyways, and also you can read Kindle books as well, Kindle samples. Even just having one book, just buy one book in Spanish. I remember I bought a book, it's like El Poder de Creer en Ti. I didn't really like that book to be honest, but it was okay in the beginning, but after that I didn't really like it. There's so many other books. Just buy a book en español and dedicate 30 minutos cada día, 30 minutes a day to just reading that book, okay? And with reading, that's where your literacy skills are also developed, okay? Because I read a lot, but I didn't practice much writing, and I should have practiced more writing as I was reading. And when I went to do my master's and it came to writing essays in Spanish, I'm just like, that. So you don't want that to be you. So practice writing as well, especially if you want to have Spanish as a professional skill, not just a conversational skill. You need to be writing too. So read your book and write. So maybe read 15 minutes or maybe read 20 minutes and then 10 minutes just like write something in Spanish, like write like an opinion piece, write like a journal article or something like that. So yeah, if you are learning Spanish, make sure you subscribe to me and also follow me on social media because I want to keep encouraging you guys so much. So much. And I'm so happy for all of you. And I'm really praying that God will guide you and protect you in your journey of learning Spanish. And where there is a lack of motivation, God will fill you with inspiration and motivation and so on, okay? And yeah, basically, that's all for me. Let me know what other type of videos you'd want to see from me. My idea is to keep making like these type of sit down talk videos. I love this camera so much. And also, I have some projects I'm working on, so I'm excited to bring you guys on that as well. And also, your girl is a firm believing woman of God. So just know you're gonna get some revelations from me, and I have so many that I need to share. They're like booming, bursting out of me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope that I can keep inspiring you on your journey. So yay, bye, adios.